Hello everyone, this is Banished. So this is a game I had gotten a long time ago, but I had never really initially played it until just recently. I was a little bored and I just decided, fuck it, I have a lot of games on Steam that I haven't really touched too much. And so I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not give this one a try? It was only like, I believe when I bought it, it was on sale, it was like $5, so I definitely recommend if you guys ever get the chance for it on sale, or even if you want to pay full price for it. It is a very good game, so I do have a lot of fun with it. It's incredibly hard, and there's a strict learning curve to it, but that being said, let's get this started. Don't judge me.
I'm judging you.
With this game, though, I think the biggest difficulty is just to get food really early on. Getting food has been quite the challenge. So I had to look up a few guides. I probably put about 3-4 hours into this before I actually started making a series on it. I definitely did want to make a series, but it just took a matter of me getting to that point where I could. So I just did a random seed. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn that down if I knew where to turn that down. Actually, I wonder if it's just probably in options. Jesus. So yeah, the music I had to turn significantly down, and I don't know. Not too sure how much this will affect anything, but how about that? It's probably still gonna be loud. Not nearly as bad. Not great, but not bad. Honestly, you know what? I don't know if the ambient noise is what that is. Probably. I think it is, yeah. So first things first, we need a gatherer's hut. Yeah, it's a good spot. We'll need 2 of them. I don't necessarily like that we're kind of stuck in this like little one area. I'm gonna have to get a bridge very early on, so that means I also need another menu up. I like to have that menu up as well. That way I can see who's doing what. And keep an eye on how many supplies we have and what tasks everyone are doing. Get the main road here. We'll have some builders. Basically everyone is going to be a builder for right now. And then we don't want to remove the trees because the trees will play a big part in here, we'll get rid of all these rocks. The trees will play a big part in keeping the food source existing, I guess, would be the best term for it. But like I said, we do need that bridge, or else we won't be able to set up another hut. I'd like to establish one here. I wouldn't even mind getting rid of this stuff here either. So let's speed this up so we can get things going here. The more we can get this stuff, I'm honestly going to turn the sound down again because it's, again, ridiculously loud for me. I don't have my sound that high on my computer. It's only at 19, too, out of 20. So the fact that, I don't know if it's effects that will do it. We'll just turn down everything. But the fact that this is that loud and it's ridiculous. I did a test audio, too, on this. And I literally, when I did the test audio on the music, the one sound was the only, like, decent one. I was like, that's livable right there. It's not blurry, breaking my eardrums. But I guess that's livable. I don't think it changed much at all, but fuck it, right? Alright, so I'd like to get that bridge done too. So they should be mining at least a significant amount of stone. from all the stuff I got rid of here. Cool. Alright, so the bridge is literally only just so I can get another gatherer's hut here. Okay, we'll slow it down. Because gatherer huts are going to be the only thing that we have that will be providing a decent amount of food for a while. And we're gonna place it right on this whole batch of stone. That's a perfect spot for it. And once that is done, we should be at least getting a good amount of food to the point where we're surviving. Why were these? They just fall down? I think they just fell down. Okay, so I was gonna say, I was about to be worried for a second. I was like, why did those fall? If so, we should be worried. Because what brought them down? Alright. So, I don't believe you need too many gatherers. I think 3 was the best for it. Per each, you don't need 4. I don't think it makes any difference in this term if you have 3 or 4. But in terms of what our city is called, it's E Magnus. That is literally Latin for just Big E, so why not, right? Name it after myself. I'm not only a little cocky. But nevertheless, get that away. I don't know. Yeah, I think the trees are just falling, so I don't know. Let's speed things up here, because they're still mining all that stuff over here that I had them initially mine. Because I would like them to hurry up and get this one started, because But alright, we're nearing being full now. So actually, before we do this, we'll slow down. So we'll need about 5 houses to start. I know I just took the long route in doing that, but whatever, right? So, where's this at? Alright, and then, because I like having roads, I'm not an uncivilized savage here. I'm a Roman after all, because I just named my city in Latin, but alright, that should use some of those resources now as well. At least a little bit. And that gatherer hut should suffice, at least keep us afloat to some extent. I might have to cut down a few trees, because I think we might be getting low on lumber. But I can just cut these down up here. This won't affect any of these down here. But that is the good thing here, because if we get houses, people can be warm in the winter, and then we need a log cutter too, so people can be warm in the winter, because we are only in the summer. A wood cutter is what we'll need. Perfect. Put that right there. Now, it's gonna say something like we're low on wood. Yep, low on logs. Not surprised. Yeah, we're gonna kind of deforest a little bit here, but that's not a bad thing for where we are. I think a good spot, it's hard to say. I mean, for a woodcutter, I'm thinking maybe right here we can have a woodcutter. We can get rid of all these stones here, and then we can have just a woodcutter to keep, or I guess a forester to produce wood. And then we can think about getting a quarry later. Right now we have all the houses. That's getting built. Oh yeah, let's okay. bring that down. So 3, and then we can have 6 people there. That way we have 3 at each. That should at least somewhat suffice us. I can't guarantee it will, to be honest, because food in this game is kind of a bitch. But I mean, that food is struggling to have sometimes. And to be honest, I'm going to get a hunter over here. They're best in the woods. That being said, there's not a lot of great areas to put this in right now because we're so separated by, I guess, rivers. So hell, I guess this maybe here, but it's not a very forested area, so it's like, where do I want to put this? That's why I was thinking maybe here, but maybe also here. Trying to think the best place for this. There's literally, I can't think of any good ideas because of how separated we are from everything. I mean, if I'm gonna put it there, I might as well put it in at least somewhere a little bit closer. Let's just do right here because that's the best place I can think of right now. We should be able to take that and build this down here. We should see this at least go up. Yeah, from the gatherer at least. The gatherer should produce quite a bit, and then with the hunter, we should be somewhat more surviving here. And then we can start relying on actually getting then we can start relying on getting farms and stuff after the first winter. But the gatherers can collect through the winter, and so can the hunters, and eventually fishers as well. So that's the big thing we need to work on. And then next, I think a blacksmith will have to work, because we'll need tools, because we are going to run out of tools very soon. And then I think we can focus on getting the farms going, because then we can build more buildings, and with more buildings we can put a fishery down, and then we can get a couple farms down. So I think that'll be beneficial for us there. Yeah, build my roads. That's such a weird sound, like hearing all this go off. Yeah, but we're maintaining food. We can slow down. That's the gatherer's hut, never mind. Okay, so that's not been built yet. I mean, we have the logs for it, so they just haven't been collected or delivered. The good thing is we're maintaining firewood too. That's the big thing too. Firewood is kind of a necessity during the winter because people will die from exposure. Lovely, right? Yeah, all these deer, can't touch them. We can't touch any of the deer. So, whatever, it's fine. Get some of this resources out of the way. We can clear it, and that way we can build a few more houses and get a blacksmith going so we can produce tools, and that way we can just mine whatever tools are nearby. To, at least before, because we don't have a mine yet. Just thinking a little long term right now before we start expanding a lot more. We don't really need a well, but I mean, just in case there's a fire, can't hurt to have one. So we'll just throw that in there. Okay. We'll do 2 hunters for yeah, let's do 2 hunters for now. We don't need a lot. We're already keeping up decent with food, so slow her down again. Yeah, it's right, roads. Because eventually we're gonna need to bring people in, so. Let's do that. Build another house. Honestly, I'm thinking about just putting a bridge there. Get rid of all that's right here. And all that's right here. And that way we get at least something going here. But I'm going to stop here because we're getting at 16.5 minutes. And, yeah. We got a new series started, so let's go with that. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace.